So we're seeing this very interesting development where a nice little chat window shows up in an existing enterprise app, and here it is. It's barred, directly presented to the whole user community of whatever that application is. And I fashion that to a very dangerous thing, to be totally candid. And it's not just a Bard. I just picked that one, but you could do any of these LLMs. There's several reasons. The first is very obviously that there is a real thing called prompt engineering, and it is common for a person to ask a question or to make a statement that their intent is not what was understood by the LLM, and there's a significant amount of mismatch there. And 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 that's actually the simplest problem, believe it or not, to solve. The bigger one is how can we prevent the storytelling hallucination style, the fairy tale storytelling, versus the journalistic storytelling that we really want from LLMs if we don't have something in between? We don't have the body of knowledge. LLMs are not knowledge management systems. The information stored within their models is for the purpose of training them on how to be linguistically correct, not on being actually factually correct. We don't query them. We prompt them. So users are not aware of this distinction. We have to do something in order to real time prompt that model with accurate information. And even at best, if you maybe fine tuned the daylights out of that model before you presented it to users, you would at best still get lots of fairy tale storytelling, not journalism. And only 20% of the questions people would want to have with that LLM are in fact even feasible. Real-time information, not possible. Any kind of question or prompting that causes a workflow would be difficult to do. And yes, there are some who are trying to now hang API calls off the side of their LLM and make it invoke. And we're not going forward in integrating systems if that is our integration architecture. Let's just full stop say a very I think easily defensible, not bold statement at all. So when you directly wire users to an LLM, you've probably introduced a significant amount of chaos that could ensue if you don't basically over-educate your users. And basically expecting the user to always do the right thing and be well trained and all that stuff, I think is a non-starter for most of us. We need to be thinking the other way than that. And for fact, the whole notion of using an LLM and making it natural language is so we don't have to basically then give them a book and say, here's how you better do these steps. So many comments. Sorry, it's a little bit of a scatterbrain because frankly, I'm nervous at the notion. I couldn't do it.